Hey everybody, hope you're all having a good day. We're almost finished this game, so we're still playing Attorney Trilogy. We're on Turnabout Time Traveler. Unfortunately, because the way it's set up, we cannot set up here. We actually have to pick the episode normally. So yeah, I have not actually done it, so I'm going a little bit of time travel myself. Actually getting to experience this case blind, essentially. With that being said, let's kick things off. Special episode, Turnabout Time Traveler. Let us begin. Special episode. Oh, I'll talk about it in a bit, but there was like how to promote it was very interesting. I want to talk about that a little bit.
I'm not completely heartless. I'll even throw that time machine you cherish so much overboard with you.
Please take me back to that blissful moment.
It's almost time for the reception, milady.
It actually really worked.
I suppose we can talk about now. But yeah, also September 21st, 10:13 a.m. Right, anything. So I'll talk about it now actually. So they did like a Internet Theater video to promote this, which were kind of it was right. Maya, Edgeworth, and the judge all got a letter saying that someone basically bring him to a case to the court, and someone was going to return in a completely redesigned look. And it originally was turned to be Obags, but Obags was still in her 2D sprites, so and the actual feel and all that. It was an amazing thing. So if you have time to watch it, go find if you can find it, go watch it. It's a pretty much enjoyment moment. Okay, but anyway, let's get to this one. Let's get serious though. Okay, let me make sure I've got this straight. When your magic panties appear, I do a backflip into a handstand, then blow out the candle? No, Athena, you got it all wrong. You do a backflip through the ring of fire while holding the candle in your mouth. There's no way I'll ever be able to do that. Sure you can. I believe in you, Athena. Percy, what are you and Athena up to? Athena agreed to be a part-time performer in my magic show. I couldn't say no to some extra cash. I probably should have thought it through first. Knight, human cannibal disability nut! It's not like I have 9 lives, you know! You made your bed, Athena. Now you got to lie in it. No, I'm too young to be taking a life insurance policy already. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm the head of this law office. And since when did you become the head of this office, Daddy? I mean, who's exactly does all the cleaning, accounting, and sketching around here, huh? You got me there, Trucy. This is Trucy Wright. He's my adopted daughter. I'm the magician. And I'm Athena Sykes, the Rising Star lawyer of the Right Anything Agency. Or rather, the Rising Star assistant to Trucy, you mean. If I don't get back into a courtroom soon, I'm going to forget everything I've ever learned. Speaking of the courtroom, we haven't had any clients today. Sorry, we haven't had any clients lately, have we? It's as slow as ever, huh, Nick? Bet you made more money back when you played the piano. Yo, long time no see. Larry! Also, Yahari! No, because his original name was Yahari, so Yahari. I have to double check it. I got the name right. Well, thankfully, finding him his name was pretty easy. Oh, Yahari. Yeah, Yahari. Anyway, Larry, I haven't seen you in years. What brings you here all of a sudden? Some big news, that's what. Okay. Who's this guy, boss? This is Larry Butts. He's, well, let's just say he's an old friend of mine. So, Larry, what's so big that you had to come and tell me in person? There's somebody I want you to meet. Hey, you can come out now. You can come out now. All right. How do you do? Hi. A dress! Is that a wedding dress? Yes, it is. My name is Elise Watt. Like Alan Watt. I'm a domestic servant. I'm maid of the Sprocket household. Sprocket? As in Sprocket a vision? Vision? Sorry. Yes, that's the one. Oh, I should probably check the core ranks. New character. Oh, these have been the same. Damn. Wow, Mr. Right. Sprocket Avion is a really big airline company. You've heard of Rainbow Airlines, right? The one they call Rail for short? Yeah, that does sound familiar. Well, it's run by Sprocket Avion. I see. But what's the Sprocket family maid doing here in the wedding dress? Actually, we decided to get married. You what? I'm not so young anymore, you know? I think it's time to sell them. The planning sell them. What? You're getting married? No way. I don't believe it. Besides, I'm someone that's well put together as her to someone that's flaky as Larry. You're kidding, right? Jealous? I don't blame ya. Green's really not your color, you know. Alright, Larry. Lay it on me. Charlie looks as luscious green as ever. Thanks to Kafina taking such good care of him. I guess you should pitch in every once in a while too, huh? I bet we're the only always with an assistant that uses magic props as furniture. At this rate, Gigi props are going to wind up taking over the whole office. I mean, we're already halfway there. I haven't had this old thing in a long time. Not that I could ever play it to begin with. And since all the complaints I get, I guess I better just continue to not play it. Maybe I should tidy this place up every once in a while. Still, I'm probably going to use all this stuff sometime soon again anyway. So it's probably best just to leave things as they play where they are. A polished jacket, Athena's notes, and Trici's magic props. Not that I'm complaining. It's nice to know my friends and family are always close by. This almost might look messy. At least I keep all my clients' personal information safe under lock and key. That's what a successful man does, right? Put his efforts where they count. What are you showing me your attorney's badge for? Wait, are you saying you want me to take up your badge and hit the courtroom? Absolutely none! Here's the defense. You're liable to bring the whole courtroom down. Sorry, courtroom down. Literally. Only once, one chance to defend the main core. Objection! Oh. Well, that kind of ends my thing of yesterday of Revolution. Anyway, I have fun doing that anyway, less on the end of that anyway, so no, I don't think I can complain. I was not pretty good, huh? Ready to before your badge now? You saw how awesome I am at pointing, right? I'm starting to think I'm a natural. I'm not lending you my badge, and that's final. Besides, pointing isn't all the other does. Oh, please. What do you got to lose? My reputation, for one. I never should have shown my badge. In all seriousness, Larry, are you really getting married? Not right away, but that's the plot. We're gonna end up, we're gonna end up, like love on the run, guess you could say. Is that right, Ellie? Larry? I do believe there's been a major misunderstanding here. My heart already belongs to another. I'm in love with Soren. Not you. Say what? That's about what I thought. Hey, baby, weren't you running away with me so we could get married? As I said, you must understood. You said you helped me escape. That's the only reason I ran away with you. This is not happening. I even shook off the police for you. For what? That's it. We can't pay forever. My life is over. I'm gonna end it all. Wait, back up. Did you say you shook off the police? Yes, we had to. Because we're lovers on the run. Sorry, Miss Swad. But can you maybe fill me in on what's going on? To tell the truth, I'm being pursued by the police as a murder suspect. Murder? Do you think you killed somebody? I happened to find a dead body at my reception, so suspicion fell upon me. They had me confined in a separate room. And that's when Larry came along and helped me escape. I'm sorry, but... What? Oh, Nick! And I were going to elope. We were going to put it on the line for true love. But the police tried to stop us, so we had to scramble to shake them off. Where did it all go wrong? I feel a migraine coming on. Please help me. The police are sure to be intensifying their search. Look, it's even on TV. More news on the murder suspect and the unidentified man on the run from the police. A photo suspect, Miss Ellen Watt, has just been released by the police. So to say that the 21-year-old is suspected of clubbing the victim. 25-year-old Dumas Gloomsbury to death in the reception hall after her banquet. The two fugitives are said to be highly agitated and dangerous. If you see them... Got to be kidding me. Oh, brother. I guess this means we're technically harboring a pair of fugitives here, huh? Oh, Nick! What's a guy got to do? Really, don't be hardcore! I'm the one who should be crying. I haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been all this time? You really don't know? You really got style living under a rock and get out more. I'm the hippest, saddest picture pick offer in the business. Lawrence Deluxem! I can't believe you didn't know that I'm taking the picture pick world by storm. Oh, but I know you. You're the one who took Franny's whippity whip trip, right? Now that you mention it, I think I did Here's something about a one-hit wonder. A one-hit wonder? What the heck, Nick? I have you. I just created a brand new character. Too modern to clear him. He's madly popular with 18 to 24-year-old women everywhere. Look, you can see his cute self all over this jacket. What? That harsh sheet pork chop? He's done a pork job. He's the main character of my latest picture book. A lovable little soul who pierces the hearts of lovers with his arrows of amour. Piglet. And you can see this adorable fellow make his debut in Piglet's Livy the Lark. In stores now. Are you sure? Because I've never seen that book in stores. Never ever. Well, if you ever do see it, give me a paper and buy a copy or 10, will ya? I thought you were taking the picture book world by storm. Anyhow, you know what defend that in court, right, buddy? Please, I'm begging you. I didn't murder anyone. I swear I'm as clean as pure as this white. I'm clean. I'm as clean as I'm pure as this pure white dress. No Cyclops. I guess that means she's telling the truth. And helping a fugitive on the run? What am I getting myself into? There's actually one more thing I really need to tell you. Oh? You might find this hard to believe, but the truth is, I'm a time traveler. Huh? I'm not sure I follow. After the wedding reception, I was attacked. I was moments away from my death. But then, in that instance, I made a wish upon this pendant around my neck. And I went back in time to just before the wedding reception. Only, this time around, the man who was trying to kill me was already dead. And somehow, I became the suspect for his murder. It's as if history has been rewritten. Now, wait just a minute here. I don't understand. Are you saying that... What's going on? Mr. Wright! There's a police car! There are police cars outside! And not just one or two, but a whole bunch! Danny! A whole squad of officers has the building surrounded! What? This is the police! There is no escape! Drop your weapons and come out with your hands up! Nick, what do we do? Heck if I know. I see a bunch of armed officers out there. 1, 2, 3. 44. 45. Wow. Talk about overkill. Listen here, you criminals. Think about what you're putting your poor parents through. I'm sure this isn't how they raised you. Think about their smiling faces and their warm home-cooked meals. Who the heck are you? A detective? No, hold on there. Hey, you can't go in there. It's too dangerous. Wait! Is everyone okay here, Mr. Wright? Is everyone okay here, Mr. Wright? Sorry. Emma? I'm sorry for all the commotion. So, what in the world's going on? What's going on? Well, I raced over as soon as I heard that it was Mr. Butts who hauled himself up in here. With the murder suspect after he made off with her. And the fleet of patrol cars. The police are being extra careful. Because apparently, a certain somebody yelled out, "Stay back! I have a bomb!" I'm sure you can guess who I'm talking about. Well, the police were being so persistent. I had to do something, so I tried bluffing. You know, like you do in court, Nick. Please leave me out of this. Well, Mr. Wright, I'm bringing this young lady in for questioning. So if you want to talk with her, you'll have to do it down at the detention center. I suppose I should thank you for your thoughtful gift of trouble and mayhem, Larry. Come on, Nick, we gotta get down to the detention center right away. Listen, Larry, I haven't even decided whether I'm going to take on this case or not. But you know, I know you will, because it's you. Guess I got no choice but to tag along and help Dan. What? And skip out on me? If only just started practicing your repertoire, you know. Huh? You better stay and practice with Trissy, Fina. Promise is the promise after all. That's cool, boss. You gotta get me out of this. I can't take it anymore. Let's get practicing, Fina. Next up is some training for the water tank escape trick. Stick your head in this bucket of water and hold your breath for 15 minutes. Beep. No! Stop, I'm begging you! Oh, she's getting away! You get back here, Fina! I guess the only person coming out to be Trucy's assistant is Apollo. Well, guess we better get to the detention center and ask Miss Watt some questions. Especially about that whole time traveling business she was talking about. Yep, Venus taking up Apollo's slack. Anyway, September 21st, detention center for this room. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Watt, would you mind if I ask you a few questions? Nick is going to defend you, Ellie. Isn't that great? Laurie! I told you I haven't decided yet. Oh, what? What? You're not going to take my kiss? I'm not gonna be happy. Miss what? What the? Did I do something wrong? Miss Watt, please calm down. What does I tell you? The police won't believe me. Not that will anyone else. I'm gonna die all alone in a jail cell. Alright, I'll do it. Take your kiss. Just please stop crying. Really? Well, the fact that Larry was the one who brought you me have me a little worried, but you don't seem like a killer to me. Oh, thank you! Thanks, Nick. I knew you'd come through. Did I really have a choice? I guess not. In any case, it doesn't seem like Miss Watt killed anybody. Plus, it's not like I'm up to my ear in work at the moment. Miss Watt, Elliot, let's do this together. Oh, thank you, Mr. Wright. There, it's going to be okay. Now, try to pull yourself together. Alright, just give me a moment. I'm truly grateful for you taking my defense, Mr. Wright. Sure, no problem. Wow, she literally pulled herself together. What was it? Okay, tell me about that. Oh, never mind that. What about Soren? Oh, Soren. Suppose he gets me 9. I really couldn't say. Oh, what if he doesn't love me anymore because of all this? Whatever shall I... Oh no, she's gonna start crying again. I really don't think he hates you, Elaine. Don't? Really? Yes, really. Probably. Don't cry. You'll only cause him more headaches if you do. More heartache if you do. Yes, you're right. As a spark of pride, I have to hold my head up high at all times. I better really watch what I say around Elaine. That this mic has been here for a long time. It looks pretty worn out. This little guy has made thousands of conversations possible. So I probably end up feeling kind of sad if they just up and replaced it. It's like that. Look at that guard. He's standing right at the camera's blind spot. Oh. So, from that position, I bet he could even doze off and get away with it. No, a camera. What's the point of that anyway? No, if they're trying to film the event, then shouldn't it be pointed more this way? Lillian, please tell me everything you can about the incident. Alright. It happened after the wedding reception. I was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury. Wasn't Gloomsbury the name of the victim in the news report? Maybe I should listen to what she has to say first. No, before I start asking questions. I dare that guy lay a hand on somebody else's blood. He bribed buttercream. That's rich, coming from you. Do you have any idea why he attacked you? No, but what? Well, to tell the truth, Mr. Gloomsbury didn't seem very happy about me getting married. He's jealous much? What a loser! Mr. Gloomsbury had forced me onto the pizza deck and was going to push me off. Oh, how frightening it all was. I was just about to lose my life on what should have been the happiest day of my life. So that's why I made a wish upon this pendant. A pendant? Yes, it was a gift from my husband-to-be, Soren. He said it's a symbol of our love. And so you made a wish on it? Now, you may think what I'm about to say is very strange, but I beg the pendant to please take me back to that blissful moment. And do you know what? It worked! It brought me back to just before the reception started. So that's the time traveling thing you mentioned back at my office? I'm sorry, but I have to say, it's pretty unbelievable. Unbelievable! I knew you'd never believe me! Nick. Out of here is a goodness time traveler. Don't you believe your own client? The magic of that pen sent her back in time before the creep could kill her. Sure, Larry. Sure. But it's really true, I tell you. This pen is an important part of the time machine Sora and me in. I begged for help, and it really did send me back in time. Is she listening to herself? I experienced the reception again. Though we've held up once before. And sure, everyone there acted as if nothing unusual was happening at all. Do you not cook while we're talking, please? Alright. So when and how did you come under suspicion for murder? Well, after the reception ended, the second reception I went back to the reception hall and started cleaning up the place by myself. Hold on. Clean? Why were you cleaning on your own wedding day? For my last task as a servant of the Sprocket household, I offered to take on the preparations and cleanup of the reception banquet. I see. I started to move one of the decorative lanterns in the room, but it was so heavy I lost control of it, causing the tableau to break open. That's when I saw Mr. Gloomsbury's dead body inside the lantern. So you simply happened to be the first to discover the body, right? That's right. I just came across it by accident, but I became confused and didn't know what to do. That's when some of my in-laws saw me and jumped to the conclusion that I had killed him. This Gloomsbury's guy tried to kill Elaine. But then ended up dead himself after Elaine traveled back in time? Time machine and a magic pendant. How could any of this be possible? The pendant's found to the court record. Ellie, why don't you tell Nick about that other thing too? About that shadowy figure you saw when you were being attacked? Yes, good idea, Larry. Present this now. Oh! What's wrong? I just remembered our reception. We were supposed to be so happy together. Oh, where did it all go wrong? I can't blame her for being upset. Why did this have to happen to me? Please try to calm down, okay? Alright. Well, she stopped crying, but how can I ask her about anything when she's still so clearly distraught? So you and Larry here were never planning on getting married, right? That's right. We only had a few brief interactions, so I can't say I know him at all. Oh, Ellie! How could you say that? I can say, you and me are bound by fate, I'm telling you. We're meant to be together. What? You're wrong, Larry. Sniffle. I've never been so right, baby. It's as plain as the goatee of my chin. Larry, don't make me send you to timeout. Okay. Now, can you tell me about the groom, Elaine? What's he like? His name is Soren Sprocket. He's the most wonderful man. He is truly my destiny. Did you say Soren Sprocket? As in... That's right. The next president of Sprocket of everything. Wait, he's in line to take over the company? He's not even with a rich blood for it. I'm clearly the better choice, clearly. Larry, you and Soren are as different as night and day. There's no comparison. Ellie, you're breaking my icky, breaky heart. So she's marrying the money, huh? I can't believe Soren chose me, a simple house servant. He's my knight in shining armor, my prince. Oh my Soren. So what's this shadowy figure you saw, Elaine? It was when Mr. Gloomsbury was attacking me. Right after I made a wish upon this pendant, I started to pass out. But just then, just as I lost consciousness, I saw somebody strike Mr. Gloomsbury from behind. You did? And that person must be the true culprit. Did you see who it was? I'm afraid not. Have you told anyone else about this? I told some of my in-laws, but nobody took me seriously. They all said it was all just a dream. I can't exactly say I blame them. I mean, time travel? Larry, for my peace of mind, please tell me that figure wasn't you. Of course it wasn't! Alright. The statement's been out of the correct. I guess I've asked her all I can for now. Spick and span, spick and span. Elaine? What are you doing? I want to make everything clean and beautiful when Soren comes. I can't have my future hubby come into a dirty room, can I? It has to be spotless, just like this white dress. Spick and span, spick and span. Let's hope we can wipe away all suspicions from you soon too. Nick? Better get to the crime scene right away. What? You're coming too? Of course I am! I solved this crime and revealed the true killer with my super slipping skills. I might change your mind about me, you know? You never get the message, do you, Larry? Next up, the morning dock in Sprocket Park. Come on, Nick, let's go! Okay, I thought... Oh, right, we can actually do the profiles now. No friend... Larry Butts, age 34, a no friend of mine on an aspiring picture book offer. We used to say, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Well, then what? My client in this case, Larry brought her to me. She works as a maid for the Sprocket family, also age 21. I'm a Sky, age 27, a detective friend of mine. She finally achieved her dream of becoming a forensic investigator. December 21st, Sprocket Park, Marina. So this is Sprocket Park. Where's the reception hall? The reception hall? Oh, that. Ow, look who there are. What? What is it? I just spotted me a cute man. Watch him out. Don't wait up, Nick. Hold on. Where's the reception hall? Sorry, Nick. A man's gotta stop and smell the roses when they appear. I am an artist after all. Oh, miss. Yahoo! Ark! I thought he was going to take me to the crime scene. Oh well, I'm sure he'll come to looking back when he inevitably gets rejected. I'll just take a quick look around until then. Okay. Wow, that huge airship is turned to just this skinny little tower. Nerd. I don't know how to pronounce it. Nerd. I forget. I know it's tied out and all, but it still looks like a good breeze could stand it flying. Wow, that airship is huge! Oops. I didn't say that out loud. I've only ever seen airships like this up in the sky. I've gotta say, they're mighty impressive when you can see them up close like this. So this bench hit that sign, huh? Hopefully it didn't hit a person too. That would be a catastrophe. I guess from now on, whenever I'm walking around outside, whenever I'm walking around outside, I better be on the lookout for unidentified flying furniture too. Wow, this thing's really banged up. You looking at the sign? They say it got damaged by heavy winds yesterday. A big gust sent that bench flying into it. Well, that's what they're saying anyway. I see. The wind caused that? More like a tornado. The repair guy was saying, don't touch. It's dangerous. Yeah, I see. Thanks for heads up. Poor guy. Looks like it was a lot of work. Hey, sorry about that. I actually thought you'd be back sooner. Didn't work out, huh? Oh, man. That wasn't on my game today. So now you're done. You mind telling me where the reception area is already? What do you mean? It's right here. It's right there in front of you. Huh? Right in front of... Wait! You don't... What's that say? Flying Chapel? Do you mean to tell me... Yep. My reception was on that airship. Whoa. A sky-high reception hall? Yep, and that's where you'll find the crime scene. Man, not only does that ship fly through the sky, but the space-time continuum too. But the happy couple's honeymoon got left far behind when it made that time skip though. Here, check out the airship for yourself with this pamphlet. Flying Chapel pamphlet out of the record. By the way, I figured you could use some backup, so I called in some help for you. You did? Yep. Should be here any minute now. Only one man, that red sports car. Larry, don't tell me you called. You know what, buddy? I trust you've been well, right? Surprise! Now I admit it. That was a pretty good Mr. Edward impression, wasn't it? Maya, what are you doing here? Larry called me up. He said something about it finally being time for him to tie the old knot. But that's funny. I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about being here with his bride. Maya, I know something, but please marry me. Nick, what's Larry talking about? He was stumped by his bride. Well, by its imaginary bride anyway. Wow, poor Larry. That's a new low, even for him. But hey, imaginary girlfriends never hurt anyone. Right, more power to him. This is Maya Fey. She's been abroad for her training as a spirit medium. But now that her training is over, she's back home here in the States. That's right! The new and improved Maya Fey is on the scene! Spirit and pure power at the ready! Look at you, Maya, all grown up and as cute as ever. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. If I ever got married, I'd miss out on all the fun of meeting somebody. Meeting somebody new. I've always been somebody new. So. I see you haven't changed a bit, Larry. Edgeworth! I figured that car belonged to you. But when did you become Maya's chauffeur? It's nothing like that. I just happened to run into her L routes and picked her up. And by run into her, I mean she jumped out in front of my car. I nearly ran her down. This is Miles Edgeworth. He's a friend of mine, and the district's chief prosecutor. I heard he's been busy lately. So what brings you here? Wait, don't tell me Larry called you up too. He did. However, I have business of my own in here at the crime scene. Business? What kind of business? There doesn't seem to be any rust on that badge. But can't the same be said of its owner? Of course, I'm practically rust-proof. That's if you stay that way. So the suspect is claiming that she made a wish on not pendant. I must transport it back in time? Yeah. Ha! Of all the ridiculous things in this world. And you actually believe that fantastic story of hers? You should drop this case if you can't bring yourself to believe in your own client's word. Not that I can blame you for your own simple skepticism, mind you. I may not have a good answer for him right now. But if I just do my job, I'm sure the truth will make itself known in the end. Already started your investigation, I see. I suppose I should praise your enthusiasm. You don't need to patronize me, Edgeworth. Just because you're chief prosecutor doesn't make you better than me. My title is my title. But when I see a lawyer with some tiny obscure office hard at work, it's only natural that I should want to do my part to help the society impoverished. Well, you can help me by providing me with some info. Blind Wedding Chapel. That's a rather romantic venue, isn't it? Romantic? I never thought I'd hear that word coming out of your mouth. Are you feeling okay there? What? Am I not allowed to think of such thing? To think such a thing? Wait, you're not thinking about finally settling down and getting married, are you? Why do you always have to jump into such extreme conclusions? For your information, I have no intention of doing such a thing. What about you, right? No plans here for now, even if I wanted to. Well, at least I found out how it feels about marriage. Not that it has anything to do with the case. Hey, there's a new thing here! The car! can't believe Edgeworth's still driving around in that bright red car. Maybe it's time he pimped it out by slapping the Corvette on a suit or something. Just so you know, right? I am the lead prosecutor on this case. What? You? Yes. It appears we'll be standing on opposite ends of the battlefield this time around. I'll be up against Edgeworth tomorrow. I don't get it, Edgeworth. What about this case warrants the personal attention of the district chief prosecutor? It's a bit complicated, to say the least. In what way? The groom is a member of the Sprockets, a family with immense influence. If his bride were to stand trial in court, it would sully the Sprocket name. So they tried to apply some pressure on the prosecutor's office. Pressure to settle it ambiguously, right? Ambiguously, right? What do you mean, settle it amicably? It means that they're trying to sweep this whole thing under the rug. Ow! Sprocket Avalon really has that much clout? Yes, they have especially strong ties in both the political and the judicial worlds. To the point where no one dares to oppose them. You tell me that includes you. Don't be ridiculous, right? It's quite the opposite. The prosecutor's office is filled with cowards, as I found out. Every last one of my subordinates was loath to prosecute Sprocket. So that's why you decided to take on the case yourself, right? I'm just pretty sure Blacko just didn't give two shits and Clive's off busy somewhere. So I assume you exclude those two. And we're obviously not users in Koran at this point. That's right. I will personally see to it that justice is served. I always prosecute to the utmost of my abilities, regardless of what I'm up against. That is a part of my creed. Nothing or no one can sway me away from that. Not even the almighty Sprockets. Right. If they think they can just use their influence to bend the truth, they have another thing coming. No. I almost feel sorry for them. They were only trying to protect their interests. And all they got instead was you. Reggie, come on, man. How can you prosecute my poor sweet Ellie? What a heartless jerk you are. I'm simply doing my job. And I'm warning you, right? I won't hold back. Not for you or anyone else. Thanks for the warning, your righteousness. So, how's it going, Mr. Chief Prosecutor? Busy as always, I presume? Of course. Unlike somebody who has too few clients and too much time on his hands. Huh? Yes, that explains why your brother is more thorough than the last time I saw you. Maybe you should learn to relax a little, Edgeworth. Nice try, right? But as always, I have no intention of showing anyone any mercy. Including you. As inflexible as ever, I see. Besides, I think I've mellowed a little bit with age. But if anything, these furrows should have smoothed out a little as well. Honestly, Edgeworth, are you really that blind to yourself? Excuse me? He's really self-conscious about those lines, isn't he? Edgeworth, about this incident. Don't forget, right? I'm the prosecutor for this case. Need I remind you that I'm not in the habit of sharing information with my adversities? No, I guess we are adversities. Hi. And you, Larry? Me? I'd like you to come with me. You have a lot to answer for that little stunt you pulled with the suspect. But Edgy, we're all pals, aren't we? Personal appeals won't work on me, Larry. Now come along. Nick, help me out here! Is it just me? Or is Mr. Evers as relentless as ever. Yeah, I guess some things never change. So much for mellowing out. Well, Nick, we better hop to it too. Up to what? Investigating the crime scene, of course. What else? It's been a long time since you and I teamed up like this. This is going to be fun. Fun, huh? It has been a long time, though. Since we were lost together like this. Alright, to the crime scene then. Yeah, and away we go! Okay, might as well jump right in, I guess. So, what do you think? Well, let's see. I think the inside of Mr. Edgeworth's car smells heavenly. No. Apart from Edgeworth's car. I mean, do you have any idea about this case? Sorry, I can't think of a thing. But what are we wasting time? All this time thinking for? There's investigating to be done. Oh, I can't wait to see what kind of evidence we'll find. You seem really excited. You bet, Nick. The Dynamite Duo is back in the saddle again. Let's go right up the gut. Let's go right up, partner. Alright, let's go do it then. So, what do you think we should do, Maya? It's so obvious! We start by investigating every single place that has anything to do with this case. And then grill every single person involved. Enthusiasm is kind of overwhelming. Now, go for it, Phoenix Wright. Search out the truth. Well, don't just stand there. Say something. Yes, ma'am. Honor! Yes, ma'am. That's more like it. Your attorney badge looks so nice and shiny on your lapel. It's so cool. Like the mark of a true hero. I can be a hero to my clients. That's good enough for me. Sorry, if I can be a hero to my clients, that's good enough for me. In that case, I'll be the commander that controls the hero from behind the scenes. Wait, are you saying you've been manipulating me all this time? Go, Robo Right, to the crime scene! I guess that makes me a Robo Lawyer. Wow, that's a beautiful pendant! It belongs to Alien. I love it's the sign of a gear with a rose in the center. I wonder if it has any special meaning. May the gears of our love keep on turning. Or something like that, maybe. Do you think their love will get in gear once we solve this case? I sure hope so. Oops, I was 100% that. What do you think of this? It looks suspicious, but also not. It could really go either way, I suppose. Well, what if you had to come down on one side or the other? And I guess I have to say, it's probably neither. Thanks for the non-answer, Maya. An aerial wedding? Sounds so amazing! It sure would make for the memory of a lifetime. I bet this wasn't the kind of memory poor Liam was hoping to make. You gotta wonder though. One, without a wedding, do you think the couple gets to ride the airship to their honeymoon? That would make things a breeze! Yeah, I guess it would. Oh, now you have interactions with Maya. Wow, that sign really got smashed up. There were some really high winds yesterday. And they said that bench was blown right into the sign. Wow! I wish I could have seen that. You've been there. You would have gotten blown away by the wind too, you know. That sounds kind of fun, actually. Don't tell me you've never tried to use an umbrella to fly when you were a kid. I think I'll take staying alive over fun, thank you very much. It's not every day you get to see an airship up close like this. So I'm pretty psyched for this. Me too. If it wasn't for the fact that it's the scene of a murder. Oh, right. I almost forgot about that part. Maya. Up. Let's go. September 21st, Flying Chapel, Reception Hall. This is the reception hall? According to the pamphlet, we're right here. Yikes, we're pretty high up. At least we're indoors, so it doesn't seem so bad. Oh, look, Nick! It's Emma! Hey, Emma! Over here! Mr. Wright, Maya. Does this mean you've taken the case? Yeah, that's how things kind of turned out. So do you mind if you take a look around? Be my guess. We've pretty much wrapped up our investigation, so go right ahead. And now it's a good chance to find out more, but more about the case from Emma too. Wait, I probably should. Model airplane, the perfect decorative for an airline company wedding. On a propeller plane like this lends the room a great old-timey feel. Ooh, I love to see the Steel Samurai fly a plane like this. Can you picture it? The Steel Samurai sipping for the crowds over Neo Tokyo. If Sparkle Avalon ever became a sponsor of the show, I could see it happening. Why didn't I think of that? I think I'll go suggest the idea to them later. Please at least wait until after the trial is over. We'll talk to Emma first. Ezra wouldn't tell us anything about the case. Okay, so do you think you could give us a rundown? Okay, well, seeing as he's going to be prosecuting, I expect him to be tight-lipped about it. Okay, the incident occurred yesterday on September 20th. Okay, it happened after the wedding reception, which lasted from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay. 10 p.m. to 10 p.m., huh? God, by the way, didn't hear about any time travel or anything, did you? Time travel? What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Forget it. That's pretty much the response I expected. Like the same as the Groomsbury. Hey, he's a servant of in the Sprocket family household. Alright. Ellen was a maid for that family as well, so that means the two of them were co-workers? Yes, they apparently knew each other. Mr. Glimsar was the lead servant after all. He was very serious about his work, but he was also a very close and private man. So the other servants called him Mr. Doom and Gloom, behind his back. He was the lead servant. He must have been higher ranked than Ellen. What makes the police think Ellen killed this man? A guy who was essentially her boss. Don't know the defendant's motive yet, but the circumstances surrounding the discovery of the body doesn't bode well for her. And what circumstances are these exactly? Well, some of her in-laws saw what looked like an immediate aftermath of the murder. The suspect was standing in front of the body with the murder weapon still in her hands. But why would a bride, who was just about to start a happy new life, kill someone? Do the police have an explanation for that? Yeah, how about that? They believe the victim attacked the suspect and was killed when she fought back. Why did he attack her to begin with? Well, a mere servant girl was going to suddenly be the wife of the future president. Mr. Bloomsbury must have been more than just a little jealous of her. So, does Mr. Doom and Gloom attacked Ellen first? But if she was only trying to protect herself, wouldn't that kind of justify self-defense on her part, Nick? It would. There's a good chance she'd be acquitted if he could prove that, but I wonder if Edgeworth will have up his sleeve to counter that claim. Wow, a servant girl marrying the future president is such a huge company. It sounds like a modern-day fairy tale. It does, doesn't it? The thing is, not everyone was on board with our union, apparently. Let's try it. Wow, look at the... Look at the horns on this flying bulwark. He must be a bull. It seems he made it for the ceremony in one piece. By those wheels, I bet he can be rolled around rather easily too. Yeah, I bet it'd be quite a hassle if you had to lift and carry him everywhere. And this is what the backside looks like. What's that by the bottom of his tail? A wheel handle? Oh, I get it. This way they can get inside and change the light bulbs. I seem to let the wheel handle on the inside unpainted. I guess they figured nobody will see it. So why bother? It makes sense to cut costs where you can. Well, overall, I can't say I see anything strange about this thing. It's supposed to be the lantern, and the body was found in. LA managed to move it quite away. Looks like a cow? It's pretty badly broken. That's not a cow, Nick. That's a Pegasus, the flying horse. No way. It's definitely a cow. It's got horns and everything. Look, it has wings. Cows don't have wings. It's a Pegasus. I tell you. Oh, I know. That pamphlet should tell us. Let's see. Apparently it's called Pegamoo. I did not see that one coming. Yes. Sorry. Yes, somehow the name really captures the essence of what this creature is, you know? Hey! Ladders and step ladders. That's strange. What is? Well, this Pegamoo is definitely a male Pegabull, right? Alright. Yeah, I'd say so. So what's with the horns and all? Okay, well, a Pegamoo over there is also a Pegabull. Take a look at the pamphlet. See? The one on the right says Pegabull, but the other one says Pegacow, a female Pegamoo. Right. Right, sorry. The pamphlet goes on to say, hi, they have Pegamoos for the happy couple. So for Elaine's ceremony, there should have been a male and female pair of Pegamoos. But for some reason, there are two males here. Maybe it's only a mistake when they were setting up the room. It's hard to believe a fancy place like this would make that kind of blunder, though. Broken lantern out to the quarterback court. And I guess we better check this thing out. Let's finish talking to Emma first. Want to make sure we got that. So what is the mirror weapon, Emma? Oh, this clock with a secret mechanism built into it. It was on display here at the reception hall. Okay, the suspect was holding it when the murder was discovered. When the murder was discovered. Okay, so the victim was clubbed to death with this, huh? Alright, now that's funny. There's no blood on it so far, as far as I can tell. Maybe it was wiped off in an attempt to tamper with the evidence? But there was definitely a liminal reaction. And I matched this up with the shape of the injury, so it's gotta be the murder weapon. what a fine looking clock. They call it a timekeeper. The idea here is that it's a time machine. Every time the couple sees it, it brings them back to the memory of their wedding day. Time machine, huh? Come to think of it, I didn't say that our planet was a part of a time machine. Wonder how the secret mechanism in this thing works. Timekeeper spin out to the core records. The mirror weapon dubbed the Timekeeper. It's a clock with a secret mechanism. The suspect never had any families or relatives to depend on. So she was working as a living maid for the Sprocket family to support herself. So a maid with no family or fortune was set to marry the president's son, huh? I guess it's not surprising that ruffled a feather or two. Yes, apparently the groom's parents and all of his other relatives were strongly opposed. But that didn't stop the young couple from deciding to go ahead with their wedding. Love flourishes in the face of adversity! Oh, is that how it works? Yep. If you have any questions about love, just ask me. I'm a qualified expert. I spend all my spare time in watching soap operas on TV. I'm not sure that's enough to make you qualified at anything, Maya. Oh, and by the way, I heard the suspect faced her fair share of harassment too. And from the sound of it, it got pretty ugly for her. So even though this incident could have caused a huge scandal for the company, it might be a boon for those who opposed their marriage to begin with. After all, with Lynn's arrest and everything, the marriage is most definitely off now. It's absolutely unbelievable. What kind of monster would plan to commit a murder on somebody's happiest day? I take it this means you don't have any significant new leads. Oh, I'm afraid not. You? I've got nothing. I wish I could be more help. Be of more help. Well, thanks anyway. I appreciate it. All we can do is keep on keeping on, right? So you sure this is the murder weapon in the case? In this case? Positive. The shape of the victim's injuries and the shape of this clock are a perfect match. I see. I dare say that if somebody were to get knocked over the head with this thing, it's more likely to cut their future down and send them to the past. I can't disagree with you there. Is there something I can do to help you with? Actually, I was hoping it would help me move my investigation along. Sorry, but that's not going to do much for you here, I'm afraid. That's too bad. Aw, don't look so glum. But you have to keep a positive outlook. Why don't you take a break with someone sweet? Sorry, with something sweet, sorry. I highly recommend Snackaroos myself. Wanna try some? No, thanks. I appreciate the offer, though. Did yourself. I don't know what you're missing. Oh, I thought you react with the badge. Huh, first time. Alright, we're presenting all the evidence. And investigate. So if I remember, this is as far as I did get, so I didn't get too far much because things happen on that. So, let's see. It's a hot air balloon. A symbol of humanity's ambition to take to the skies. It's kind of a romantic notion, don't you think? Yeah! I just noticed that it doesn't seem to be tied up to the ceiling all that well. I'm sure it's fine. Please don't let it fall on my head. This is the sweetheart table where the bride and groom sit. Were they gorge themselves on the winnings feast, you mean? I'd be too nervous to eat in front of a bunch of guests like this, though. They say newlyweds are usually really busy during the reception, you know. They have to greet and talk with all the guests that come to give their blessings. They don't actually get to had all that much time to enjoy their dinner. Aww. I would be able to stand like that. I would be able to stand that. I can't imagine having a huge feast right in front of me and not being able to eat it. They say brides tend to have an especially hard time because of their wedding dresses. With those tight corsets squeezing their waists, they could barely eat a bite. Really? It sounds like wedding receptions are absolute torture. I guess food still wins over romance in Maya's book. Alright. This must be where the time machine was placed. I can't believe such a beautiful memento was used for murder. It's just awful. Nick, you have to prove Elaine's innocence, no matter what it takes. I agree. We can't let this go down as the saddest fine wedding reception in history. Reading. So that's the feast deck out there. I bet the view is amazing. I guess it also must kind of freak you out, huh, Nick? It also kind of freaks you out, sorry. Yeah, kind of. Mostly because there's no surviving a fall from way up here. I think that's about does it for this area. Alright. Get a load of this huge set of doors! I bet all sorts of things come and go through there. Like an elephant! I'm pretty sure it's just the bride and groom. This is a banquet hall, not a circus. It's a fog machine for the reception. Pretty cool, huh? Don't you dare touch it. Aw, spoiler sport. That's because I know how you operate. That's one big partition screen. Energy size, even. I bet it'll cause an energy size mess if it fell over. And that's why you're not allowed to touch it, Maya. What? Then who's gonna test how stable it is? Just leave it alone, please. It's a fog machine. I wonder if they used it during the reception. Oh! Hey, Nick! Go stand over there for a sec. Huh? Why? It's because! Like, go! Alright. I got a bad feeling about this. Fog Master 9000! On! Maya, no! Huh? Aw, nothing happened. Looks like I won't work without some dry ice. Darn it! All I wanted to do was surround you with a thick cloud of smoke. What was his other look over? The device that utilizes dry ice to emit a large amount of thick fog-like vapor. I mean, ideas. I have fun ideas how to use for that, but I'll leave it. I wonder what this partition is for. I imagine people like the reception stuff, or entertainers use it. They probably whip behind it when they're on standby. See, for partition this size, I bet they could even fit an elephant back there. Not that anyone seemed would. Actually, let's present the Vignama. Nope. Right, time to examine the actual thing. Let's take another look at this lantern, shall we? Did this come from the lantern? Yeah, it gets covered in blood. Maybe it got on there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern. Can you imagine going to open the door and finding a knob covered in blood? Could that be Bloody awful, to say the least. Hey, what's this? Rob Leon when convenient, then send her off from the visa deck. Oh, let me take a look. Rob Leon when convenient, and send her off from the visa deck. It looks like a note outlining the murder plot. Okay. Whoever wrote this has better... Sorry. Whoever wrote this has better handwriting than me. But it looks like they wrote it in a rush. Why would you say that? Because the writing is only smudged starting from the middle of each line. That happens when a right-handed person with a slight hook writes in a hurry. I do sometimes myself when I'm not paying attention to where my hand is on the page. Guess I'll take your role, not Miss Bad handwriting expert. Hey! Even I don't smudge my handwriting this badly. Alright. Let's get back to the note. Okay. That note was apparently written by the victim. But why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this? Are you sure the victim wrote it? I sometimes try to note to myself before I go shopping. Potatoes, carrots, onions, flour. Maya? Are you craving curry rice or something? Whoops! So Emma, where's this visa deck the note mentioned? It's the heliport you see right outside the window over there. Okay, so he planned to on pushing the lane off from there. What a monster! Okay, Bloomsbury note added to the court record. It's a note from near the victim's body. The writing is smudged as though written by a right-handed person. What do you think this is, Maya? It looks like a flower petal to me. What an unusual shift for a flower petal. Do you suppose it's from one of the flowers here in the reception hall? No, I don't see a single flower like this at any of the tables. I wonder where it came from. So this is where the body was found. Yeah, and the first person to find it was Leon. Emma, what can you tell me about the condition of the body when it was found? Let's see. The victim was apparently hit on the back of the head. Here's a photo of the scene when we found it. Photo of the victim added to the court record. The victim was discovered inside one of the lanterns in the reception hall. I guess that about does it for this lantern. Feel like we might have to present Emma's more stuff to Emma. Oh, we missed it. How did I miss this? It looks like a business card wallet. I wonder who it is. That face looks awfully familiar. Yes. Yes, it does. Guess I'll bring it to him later. Business card wallet. I'll go work out. Business card holder with a particular yet suspiciously familiar imprint in the center. Well, I guess that does it for the crime scene. Hey, Nick! I want to see the rest of the airship. We might as well, since we're here. True, we might even run into some the other people involved in this case. Nick! How long has that guy been standing there? Didn't even notice him until now. Until just now. Excuse me, are you with the Sprocket Afarian? Huh? Nick! He wrote something on that paper airplane! I guess we're supposed to read it then. Let's see here. Get out, intruders. Well, that was a rather cold welcome. Mr. Right, Maya, meet the lone son of the president of Sprocket Avision. Soren Sprocket. Or to put it in another way, the future president of Sprocket Avalon. So he's Alien's fiance? Oh, there he goes. He's kind of an eccentric. I hear he's the genius inventor behind many of the Sprocket Avalon's business successes. An inventor, huh? Yep, he even designed the starship. That's pretty impressive. Nick! It's still done me standing around gawking! We have to go after him! We need to ask him some questions about Leon! Oh, right. Looks like he was heading outside. September 21st, Sprocket Park, Mooring Dock. There he is! Excuse me, could we talk to you? Excuse me, do you mind if I ask what you're doing? He sure is riding up a storm. It is possible if an enormous change in... I didn't even... It is possible if an enormous change in mass could be detected at that observation point, then theoretically, matter can retain its form, even if it's across the event horizon. Let's see what he has to say about Leon. Does this bring anything to mind? Even some small fake detail will do. Ah! This guy really doesn't want to talk, does he? Oh, for airplane. Why are you showing me that for? Mr. Sprocket! I can't read him at all. Not even with an item as loaded with sentiments as this. Oh. Let's see it hit right this time. Okay. Why are you showing me that for? Mr. Sprocket. Can't read him at all. Not even oh. Guess we'll talk. Excuse me, but we'll be representing the Leon in court tomorrow. So, could we ask you about the case? Ow! What the? Not interested? Not interested? How can you say something like that? This is about your fiance! She's under arrest, you know. The diameter of the ship is... Oh, shoot. The diameter of the ship is approximately 80 feet. The amount of energy necessary to move matter that comprises of that amount of mass is... He's off in his own little world. I can't believe he said he was not interested in talking about his own bride's arrest. We'll just have to talk on his level, then. With something he might be interested in. What show me this for? Mr. Spock. Could you take a look at this? Is that Elaine's? Elaine told us that she traveled through time during the incident. She said it happened after she made a wish on this pendant. You mean to say you two are Elaine's lawyers? Yes. I just told you that a minute ago. Sorry, I was lost in thought. He wasn't even listening? Oh boy. He's not at all what I expected. Based on Elaine's gushing testimony anyway. We'd like to ask you about Elaine's kiss, if you don't mind. I don't know a thing about it, so why don't you go ask the police? In other words, not interested. This guy is the worst! I feel sorry for poor Elaine. In that case, can I ask you about how Elaine traveled through time? Go on. Yes, that got your attention. So, maybe it's time. Maybe time travel really is possible? Yes, it is possible. Alrighty then. At the same time, it's also impossible. The pendant I give Elaine. It's not supposed to operate as a time machine by itself. What do you mean? The timekeeper. The clock we had displayed at the reception hall. That is the body of the time machine. The pendant is simply a part. That clock was the murder weapon, wasn't it? But it's a time machine too? Well, an experience is akin to traveling down a road by car key. Physically and metaphysically, it should be impossible. Unless, maybe the quantum system inside the pendant somehow accidentally interfered with the natural flow of the fourth dimension. We're losing him again. You better ask him some more about the time machine. So you've been researching time travel, have you? Moving for to the space-time continuum would be man's ultimate means of travel. But time travel as a mode of transportation? Since the dawn of time, man has developed multifarious methods of transportation. Horses, steam engines, gas engines, airplanes, spaceships. But they all seem fundamentally similar in that they constitute three-dimensional movement. Travel through the space-time continuum would shift mankind into a new paradigm. I don't know why, Nick, but I'm getting awfully sleepy all of a sudden. For generations, Rocket Avalon has advanced the development of transportation. Therefore, it's only natural that I would research time travel as man's next great leap. Oh, is he done? So what exactly does all that stuff he was saying mean, Nick? Well, basically, it's like taking a hamburger joint and then a drive-through to it, I guess. Oh, I get it! It's the same burger, but with a quicker and more efficient delivery system. So what Soren Ray wants to do is launch humanity into the future. Launch, not lunch. But do you really believe that time travel is possible? It only becomes truly impossible when man stops starting to believe. Besides, time travelers do assist, you know. But you wouldn't understand. Did you hear that, Nick? Time travelers really do assist. All I know is Soren isn't the easiest guy to wrap around your head around. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like the way he talks. It's full of hope for the future. He's more passionate than I thought, though, when it comes to inventions anyway. Yeah, his apparent lack of concern for Eileen is troubling, though. So, I heard the Sprocket family was opposed to your marriage. What are your thoughts on that? Master Sword. It is time for the meeting of on next term's project. What is this? Daydreaming about your inventions again. You are the future present. You must consider the business side too. It is I found Soren. And send the car over once. I'm not interested. Oh, Master Soren, you do give me quite the headache at times. In any case, your attendant is waiting. Please go to him now. Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Pierce Nicolai. Nicole. Please call me Pierce. I am the Sprocket family butler. Nick! A butler! I didn't know he still assisted. I thought they were just on TV and stuff. And who might you be? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, I'm Phoenix Wright, Elaine Watt's lawyer. And I'm his assistant, Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Oh, so it is you. I am most grateful for you for taking on Miss Elaine's defense. You have my sincerest thanks. No mention it. So hey, speaking of the case... Oh, one moment, please. Wow, what a beautiful pocket watch! Oh, this is just a bit of a good luck charm. That's one expensive good luck charm. I guess it does make sense. Knowing the time is pretty important in his line of work. So I guess that pocket watch is as important to him as my attorney's badge is to me. There is little time before I must attend to Master Soren again. Why not come to Sprocket Manor? Huh? You mean to Soren's home? As a token of appreciation for taking on Miss Elaine's defense, I would like to serve you some delicious tea and refreshments. Oh boy, Nick! A fancy high society tea party! With high-class snacks and everything! And what about the investigation? Are you kidding? What better place to investigate next than Soren's house? I don't know. You really think his house is going to give us any new leads? Of course it will! I say we take the butler up in his kind offer and go to Soren's place. Alright. You win. Very good. To Sprocket Manor then. Wow. I feel like we've actually gone back in time. Anyway, this is September 21st, Sprocket Manor, foyer. Wow, this place does not disappoint. Ooh, I'm so excited. Whoa, slow down, Maya. The mansion isn't going anywhere. Now then, we won't have to worry about anyone untoward eavesdropping here. I take it you wanted to ask me some questions? Huh? That's why you invited us here? I am sorry to have tricked you like this. But this is a murder after all. I couldn't talk openly about it in public and risk sullying the Sprocket family's reputation. Aww. I was really looking forward to those fancy snacks too. Murder, Maya. Don't cry. This Pierce guy is one shrewd man. Hey, Nick! Look at that cute vintage radio! Radio? Oh, that thing over there. Under the stuffed bull head. I'm gonna go take a closer look. Well, I told you to settle down. I'm sorry. Not to worry. Wow. I thought I might fix it right up. I'm not only the butler, but I'm also Sprocket Avalon's repair department director. One might say that patching things up is my specialty. That was incredible! What is that little doohickey on your shoulder anyway? It's my fix-up. My fix-up. A shoulder mech Master Sword made it for me. It has too many features and functions to effectively emulate at the moment. But, although... That's so cool! I wish I had one of those! Fixing things is a simple matter. But fixing people is a different matter. Even a skilled physician can't bring back the dead. Oh, but forgive me. I seem to have gotten sidetracked. You must be in shock over Miss Gloomberry's death. Mr. Gloomberry's death. Still, I do need to ask him some questions about the case. I should take a look around and see what I can find out while I'm here too. Oh, there are pictures of the wedding reception. Yes, I took them with my trusty camera here. Do you mind if we have a look at that photo? Be my guest. Take as long as a look as you like. Well, what do you think of that? Like, what do you think of this gorgeous streamscape? A thick fog bellow goes across the room, making it look like the couple are walking on clouds. Wow, look how beautiful Lena's here. She looks a little nervous, though. Does, doesn't she? Hey, look. There's Pierce. Really? Where? Right there, behind the sweetheart table. Oh, I missed. Hey, you're right. I bet he was there attending to the happy couples the whole dinner. So what do you think, Nick? Does anything in this photo stick out to you? No, not at the moment, anyway. Right, we got the photo of the reception. Hey, Nick! If Elaine really did travel back in time, do you think this photo of the second reception, you know, after the time jump? Sorry, it's of the second reception. I wonder. Excuse me, sir? Yes, can I help you? Elaine told us she traveled back in time. Would you happen to know anything about that? Oh, no. I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. I'm the faster than a clam. Excuse me, but there's a card here on the floor. Well, look at that. It's a Flying Chapel key card. Flying Chapel? What area on the Flying Chapel requires a key card, if I may ask? Most of the areas we want to keep the public out of, such as the staff room and the hold, which is chock full of machinery. Do you count under those areas without a key card? That's right. This one here belongs to Elaine. Wait, that's Elaine's key. What's Elaine's key card doing here? Did Elaine come back after the incident occurred? I don't believe so. And she was arrested by the police straight away this morning. Hello? There was a strange man with a godly jacket in here earlier. Was that man wearing a beret by any chance? Yes, he was, as a matter of fact. He was also wearing sunglasses and a thick mustache. Larry. I knew it. The only question is, what was he doing here? Hey, Nick! Nah, here's a real lady. She looks smart as a whip, doesn't she? She looks smart as something. I wonder who she is. You didn't see her on the airship. That is Selena Sprocket, Soren's elder sister. Beautiful and capable, she was a great lady. Soren's sister. I think I see the resemblance. Maybe I'll show Pierce's photo later and ask him better. Selena Sprocket's photo out of the record. Nick! Look at that airplane propeller up there going round and round. I see they've got an aviation theme going on. It stands for an airline family. I'm getting that word wrong so many times. I wonder if it doubles as a fan. Ooh, what if the rest of the plane were on the other side of that wall? And the wall could open up so the plane could take off in an emergency. How cool would that be? If that's what's behind the propeller wall, then what's behind the bull wall across the way? Oh, I know. Maybe it's the rest of them. That must be where the sprockets get their milk. Heck. First of all, that's a beef cow. And second, those don't make milk. Oh, right. That's what I get for trying to play along. Oh, it's a bridal bouquet. Okay. Hey Nick, how about if I throw it and you try to catch it? Why me? Just because. I bet you look hilarious fleeing around trying to grab it. But doesn't tradition dictate it's the ladies that go after the bouquet? Who cares? Just catch it. Here. Oh! Hey! You threw that right at my face! Oh, you don't want to catch that bouquet. Trust me. Why not? They say it's bad luck to catch the bouquet of a marriage that doesn't last. And I've already caught it. Whoops! Too late now, huh, Nick? A bull. Come to think of it, there was a bull logo on the side of the flying chapel too. The president of the company must have a thing for candles. The bull is symbol of the Sprocket Avalon. To be as strong and steady as a bull. So that's the company's creed, you know. Probably for all the backbreaking labor they put their employees through. By the way, that bull logo on the flying chapel, the one with the rainbow wings, his name is Reading the Rainbow, get it? I get it. He's a rainbow colored bull, so he's a rainbow, right? What a memorable name, huh, Nick? Yeah, for the lamest of the pun. Don't you dare touch that radio again. It looks like an expensive antique. What are you worried about? If it breaks again, Pierce will just fix it up again. I really hope he's nice enough to waive a repair bill. I think that's all we can do here, other than the presenting stuff. Let's present this then. Pierce, the woman in this photo is Soren's older sister Selena, right? I don't think you've met her yet. Yes, about that. He seems hesitant all of a sudden. You wouldn't mind. Would you tell us about her? Alright, very well. She's a big part of Master Soren's past, after all. Soren's past? About the incident Miss Aline was arrested for. Do you think she did it? Well, I can't prove it yet, but no, I don't think she could have done it. I guess you could call it a gut feeling. So I guess you could call it a gut feeling. I see. I guess we have different opinions then. Do we not? The prosecution says that when Gloomsbury attacked Miss Elaine, she fought back. And ended up killing him. I agree with this perspective. Or rather, that is the consensus of the entire Sprocket family. Okay, even so, I heard an interesting story from Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. I heard that the Sprocket family had tried to persuade pressure the prosecutor's office into burying this case. I fear you are mistaken. If all we sought was merely a legal consultation. Besides, none of it matters now, as she is no longer a part of this family. Okay, fortunately for us, they had yet to get their marriage license before, but they managed to get their... Fortunately for us, they had yet to get their marriage license before holding the banquet. So basically, once they realized they couldn't sway the prosecution, let her loose. I realize how close that I realize how close I must sound. But my duty is to protect the Sprocket family, and more specifically, Sprocket Avalon Future and Master Soren, whose genius is essential to the company. I would do anything to achieve that goal. That is my job as a Sprocket family butler. You know, I think Pierce and Mr. Edgeworth would get along really well, don't you think? Okay. Yeah. I could easily picture Edgeworth of a butler. Oh, and by the way, I suppose I should tell you about this as well. It's about when the member of the extended family and I discovered the crime. Did Elaine say anything to you about traveling through time? She must have been delirious. There is no need to take such a claim seriously. Soren himself said that the time travel was possible, though. Master Soren said that. It sounds like he is still stuck in the past. He's psychologically stuck, I take it. Excuse me. What is it? I see. I believe I told you the madame will be having milk tea. Still, have lemon slices at the ready, just in case. You must not disappoint her, understand? You sure are busy. All in a day's work. Still, we could... So we really do need Master Soren to start focusing on the business side of things soon. Okay, so Master Soren will become the next president of Sprocket Avalon. However, that wasn't always so. Okay, Miss Selena Sprocket, Master Soren's elder sister, was next in line. Okay, so why isn't she becoming the next president? Because she died in a car accident. What? I had no idea. Actually, Master Storm was also in the car with her at the time of the accident. Okay, losing the sister he loved right before his eyes devastated him. Ever since then, he has buried himself in his research on time machines. Okay. He's also become quiet and melancholious. Melancholious, sorry. Reading. Missing that one. Anyway. Almost compulsive. Note-taking around them. Around then. He seems so stiff and robotic. I had no idea he was carrying around all that inside him. Master Soren has abandoned the company business and spent all his time on inventions. As the family butler, I am truly concerned. I believe it is high time he let go of the past. It was sometime after the reception. Some of the master's relatives and I went to clean up the reception hall. And that's when we saw it. You have a woman standing in front of the victim with the bloody murder weapon in her hand. It was none other than Miss Elaine. Pierce. It wasn't what it looked like. That's right. She just happened to find the body. I do not know what Miss Elaine has told you, but what we've witnessed was almost exactly the moment immediately after the dead body had been committed. Sorry, the deed had been committed. The deed had been committed. Reading. And that is what I told the police who came in response to my call. I see. Pierce was the one who reported it to the police, huh? Hey, Nick! What are you doing here? Lowry? Oh man, Edgy gave me a heck of a hard time. Lowry, what are you doing here? Okay, I came to promote my new character, Cup Piglet. I was hoping the Sprocket Avalon would do some kind of tie-in for me with it. Okay. Wow, I didn't know Larry had such an aggressive businessman. Hey, you can learn a thing or two from it, Nick. Why don't you promote your agency to them? Not exactly the not exactly the time for that, in case you haven't noticed. See, this is why you'll never be rich. Actually, Larry, I've been meaning to ask you something. You were there on the Flying Chapel yesterday, right? Huh? Was I? What were you doing there? Nothing. Whatever. What was? I bet it wasn't anything to be proud of. Never mind that. Did you see anything that had to do with the case? Okay, scratch that. Let's start with, you weren't involved in this case, weren't you? Larry. Hey, he took off! I just knew it. When somebody smells, it's usually the butts. Come on, after him. Oh, are you leaving so soon? We have to run. Thank you for making time for us. Okay. I know you have to investigate, but please try to spare the family's feelings as you do. Yes, of course. December 21st, Sparkle Park, Marine Dock. There he is! Hey, Larry! Hey there, Fred. Hey, friend. Fancy meeting you here. There's nothing fancy about it. What we did was follow you. So tell me, Larry, how did you run away? You like that? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. I need you to remember I'm doing something, so we'll be back in a sec. I am back now. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. A bolt of inspiration for my new picture pick hit me and I had to run. And that's all. It was like... Creepy family. You dig? Right. He's just gonna keep on playing dumb, isn't he, Nick? Come on, Larry. I know you were on that airship, so what did you see? I didn't see anything! I didn't say anything because I was never on that stupid airship. Oh, freaking course. Cyclops. You say something? The spiritual power of this magnetism allows me to see these mysterious locks that appear when someone is trying to hide something from me. They're called Cyclops, and when I see them, I simply present the magnetism to try my hands at breaking them. If I can unlock him, I'm sure to finally get a straight answer out of him.
Take that!
What Larry's hiding? This is no time for games, Larry. I will find out what you're hiding. I'm telling you, Nick, you got it all wrong. I've got nothing to do with this case whatsoever. Come on, Larry. Even a baby could see through such a blatant and obvious lie. Nothing whatsoever, huh? If you weren't so... If you weren't involved, Larry, then you wouldn't have been involved with this person.
Take that!
You're the one who brought Lena to my office in the first place. Ah, and all those cops. Nothing to do with the case whatsoever. Isn't going to cut it this time, Larry. You have to lie. At least do a better job at it. Don't diss me, Nick! You're so convinced I'm lying, then let me ask you this. What made you think I was on that stupid little ship anyway? Let me see some proof, if you got any. Doubling down, are you? Fine. You want proof, Larry? Here's proof that you were on that airship.
Take that!
Oh. This is your business card wallet, isn't it, Larry? I found it in the reception hall. Time to come clean, Larry Butts. What exactly are you hiding? Alright, fine, you got me. I'll tell you everything. I think I'm on point though, despite not really doing much of this case. I'm on point with some stuff here. Larry, what were you doing on that airship anyway? Well, I went there to deliver the welcome to our wedding sign they ordered from me. Huh? I didn't know you took on real jobs like that too. Well, for your information, my wedding welcome signs are 5 popular on the net. And that's how you met Aline? Aline? Uh-huh. I mean, I've seen her in the photo for the welcome sign, but seeing her in person? When she smiled at me and said, "Thank you." I felt like I'd been hit by lightning. And that's when you fell in love with somebody else's bride, huh? So, were you invited to the reception? Can you believe they told me only family and relatives could attend? They wouldn't even let me into the reception hall. Smart move on their part, I say. I got upset and started wandering around the airship. That must have been when I dropped my business card wallet. So somebody else must have found it and brought it to the reception hall then. You know what? I saw something incredible when I was on that flying chapel. Like, get a load of this! What the heck is this? What do you mean, what is this? Isn't it obvious? It's a drawing! I sketched a picture of one of the cabins on the airship. Reading. So, what's so incredible about a cabin? Look at what's outside the window. It's one of those flying dinosaurs. A real-life pterodactyl. I looked out the cabin window and there it was, flying out there. That airship traveled for time, I tell you. What? What? When I told that Pierce Butler guy about it, he told me to never mention it to anybody ever again. Why would he try to keep you from spouting what's clearly just nonsense? Maybe Sprocket Appellation is secretly developing a time machine. No way. Nick, this kiss is totally amazing! Harry! You didn't tell Mr. Edgeworth about this, did you? Of course not. Edgeworth would just roll his eyes and think I was off my rocker. I didn't even tell him I was wandering around on that airship. I told him I met Ellie at the morning knock on around the way together. Yeah, I can see Ezra's eyes rolling right out of his head had he heard about this. Larry Strome's been out looking for work. I joined Larry me from inside the cabin. It shows a pterodactyl flying outside the window. So Larry also experienced a time slip somehow. But how is that possible? Hey Nick, I'll be taking my card wallet back now if you don't mind. Business card wallet swiped back by Larry. Oh yeah, this is for you. What is it? It's a picture of the hold. I took it when I was wandering around on the airship. See? There's Ellie right there in the middle. The hold? Yeah, see? It's right here on the diagram. Okay, so I know what a hold is. What was Aline doing there? Well, they were using it as a prepping area for the reception. Reading! I see. Around when did you take this? Before the reception. I took while I was getting everything ready. This was taken before the incident occurred? Oh, I don't know if it would be any help, Thanks for this anyway. Got a photo of the hole. Add the car. Got a photo of the hole. It's definitely taken by Larry. The lane can be seen near the center. By the way, Larry, I heard that the door to the hole is controlled by a security system. How did you get in there? That's a trade secret! Can't tell you! And the hits just keep on coming. Well, I guess that's basically a wrap on the investigation. Not quite, Nick. I want to meet Eileen too. Oh, that's right. You haven't met her yet, have you? Okay, let's head over to the detention center then, so you can say hi. First, detention center visitors room. Oh, why? Please understand that this is in Master Soren's best interest. Looks like Eileen's busy talking with someone. The next president cannot be married to a criminal. Disgrace Sprocket Avalanche. Miss Elaine, I need you to forget about this marriage. Pardon us. If it isn't Mr. Right. So, their marriage is definitely off? There is no other choice. We cannot have a criminal in the family. For the sake of Master Soren and the Sprocket family, this is what is best. Oh no. In that case, what if Nick here proved Eileen's innocence? Then wouldn't you have... Sorry, then you wouldn't have a criminal in the family, right? I suppose you're right, but I am afraid that would be impossible. That's not true. Not for Nick. Oh, Superman's mind's a lot closer this time around. He may not look like a nobody, but he can do some pretty amazing things. I don't take cases unlikely, so rest assured I will prove her innocence. Mr. Finney's right. I understand your name is quite well known in the judicial world. For better or for worse. Pierce, I want you to promise me this. If I can prove Eileen's innocence, then you won't stand in the way of Soren and Eileen's marriage. Very well. Not even the most talented lawyer in the world can change reality itself. And the reality is, Miss Elaine is guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt. I believe that's where you're wrong, Pierce. I'm clean! I swear I am! Obviously, obsessively compulsively clean. Just as clean and pure as this pure white dress. Fine, you have my word. But you will be the one to regret this promise. Now, if you will excuse me. Now I have all the more reason to win this case. Elaine, we finished our investigation, and we'd like to talk to you about what we found. Okay, so what did you find out? In the course of our investigation, we heard that you have been seen standing in front of the victim with the murder weapon in your hand. It wasn't what it looked like. It's true I was holding the murder weapon. But when I found him, he was already dead. I panicked. And I was hoping I could go back in time again, like I had done earlier. So I picked up the timekeeper from the pedestal and brought it over without thinking. You were so desperate, you were ready to try anything, huh? Unfortunately, that sort of behavior makes you an easy target for the prosecution. Oh. And as for your little trip through time, none of your in-laws could confirm your story, I'm afraid. I see. The only exception is Larry. He said he saw something. Really? What did he see? Can't say I quite believe it myself, but Larry claimed he saw something incredible. He clearly saw a pterodactyl flying outside the airship. What? Not only that, but apparently Pearson Nicolai told Larry to keep quiet about. Where did the flying pan land? Oh. But why would Pierce do such a thing? Larry's theory is a Sprocket Avalon is developing something in secret. A time machine to be sacked. You think that's why nobody would confirm my story? Because it's a secret? I really don't know. But speaking of your in-laws, we did manage to find your key card at the Sprocket Manor. One of your in-laws said he'd keep an eye on for you. Oh, thank goodness! I lost it while I was getting things ready for the reception. I looked everywhere for it. I'm so glad you found it! At least they're here to joy this time for a change. Well, Nick, it looks like you'll have to prove the assistance of time travel in court tomorrow. That's right, I swear that while Mr. Gloomsbury was being killed, I was busy traveling back through time. Rin, the stoogy skeptic Edgeworth at the helm for the prosecution tomorrow. We're really gonna have work cut out for us. That's gonna wrap it up for now. Pretty interesting. Alright. So I'll wrap things up here. Hope you guys we'll be back on this tomorrow, and we'll see where we go from there, because I'm curious as results. With that being said, I'll see you next time. Bye!